So let's get into the next step. So we just finished academic excellence. And so hopefully you took a lot of notes and you sat down with your student athlete and you talked to them about the importance of academic excellence. So now that that's done, we're gonna step into sports specialization. This is a very sensitive topic, and here's why. If you're from the old school, which I am, I'm 45 years old, so I'm from the old school. When I was young, it was all about playing multiple sports. So we played football, basketball, ran track, maybe baseball, all different sports, right? And college coaches back then used to recruit based on who was the most athletic. That's really what they would look for. That's why football coaches would go watch basketball games, just to see the athletes move, see their overall athleticism. But let me be very clear, that was years ago. We're in a new world, a new generation, and it no longer works the exact same way. Here's how I want you to look at it. Back then, you play multiple sports. You get off the football field, you head to the baseball field, whatever the next sport was, softball, soccer, tennis, whatever it was. That's how it worked. But let's think about today. Let's think about right now, this generation, what that looks like. Most of the time, if they play a sport, let's just say soccer, for example. They're playing soccer, they're playing on their high school team. They're probably playing club ball if they're competitive at all. So they're playing club. So they're traveling, playing pretty much year round. They probably have a performance training center where they go work out and work on strength and speed. And they probably have a skills coach. So here's the difference. While your student athlete, soccer is our example, while your student athlete is playing 3-4 sports a year, putting down the glove, picking up the basketball and transitioning, that other athlete has been focused on that one sport for all 12 months of the year. Do I love it? I can't say that I do, because I come from the old school. I would love to see you play multiple sports. However, when it comes to earning a Division I scholarship, it's something that you really have to think about. When do you specialize in one sport? Because here's what happens. While someone else is playing 3 sports a year, different travel teams, and you're focused on the one, your skill level is going to be better. They may be more athletic, I can give them that. But is their shot gonna be better if it's a basketball player? Because if you're working on your shot 12 months a year, it's probably gonna be better than the student athlete that's only working on it for 2 to 3 months out of the year. That's how we have to start looking at it. Trust me, it's not an easy pill to swallow, because I know we all want our athletes to participate in multiple sports, but what I would advise is going into high school, even I would say 8th grade, transitioning to 9th grade, by then, please be in a position to say, I play X, whatever that sport is. I play football. I play basketball. So that way we can spend the next 4 years working on that Division I basketball scholarship. It's not gonna be as easy, and we're not gonna maximize the chances if we're rotating sports every quarter of the year. It's just not the way it works. The game has gotten way more competitive. These athletes are now training like crazy. They're growing like crazy. They're faster, they're bigger. It's all coming together, but they're specializing. There's athletes that I know that started a sport at 6, 7, 8 years old, and that's the sport that they've played, and now they're playing at the highest level. Of course, there are some burnout things and things that parents are always consider, and I understand that, and it is something to factor in. That's why my opinion, my experience, my expertise says that by 8th grade, going into 9th, we should know exactly what sport we play, and we should commit to that sport, and ideally to that sport and that position 100%, lock in, and start focusing on getting a Division I scholarship.